Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, Aquamoon Tarot. Today we are focusing on Halloween officially. Right now as I'm recording this, it is October 29th, so we are going into Halloween 2020. However, if you are watching this and it is a different time, this is also a timeless reading. So pick a pile that you like, take what resonates. Right before I get into the piles, I just want to let you know about the decks I'm using. I'm using almost all new decks. This deck right here, fun find from Spirit Halloween store. You know the Halloween stores that like take over the closed down stores? A friend of mine bought these to use for her Halloween costume. Like she's gonna be a fortune teller, and I loved the imagery. It's all these like monsters and myths. It is just so funny. Like some of the pictures actually really go with the card, what the card is supposed to mean. And some are just ridiculous, like the Hermit, the Yeti. Actually, I think that one goes really well. The Yeti's like the abominable snowman. He's related to Bigfoot, Sasquatch. But I also like that they have the astrological associations for each card, so that's a good cheat sheet for me. I'm trying to memorize all of them. But really fun and great card stock. $7.99. This is not a sponsored video. $7.99 on Spirit Halloween's website as well. I'm sure they'll be 50% off, come November 1st. But just a fun deck to have. Also, I am using the Halloween Oracle deck, which I have a video for. Please go and check that out. That was a fun one to record. And then, since it is my birthday tomorrow when I'll be releasing this, October 30th, so this is also a gift to all of you from me for my birthday. I received this from some friends of mine as a donation to the channel and a birthday gift. It is called Collected Memories. It's a 60 card divination deck. Really cute, great card stock. It's by Pam Wishbow, Wishbow. I'll put all the information below. But it's got like just these little images like mushroom, moon, jar, lock. Anyway, the little guidebook just has one word for each card. So it's very, very much open to interpretation, and I love it because I can use this for any kind of reading. Then they also gave me this mini deck of, it's partially the major arcana in the tarot, but they're all monsters and cryptids, and they're holographic. So this is the moon, and that's the Mothman, naturally. The Fool, Chupacabra, very awesome. Off the top of my head, I don't know who made this, but I'm going to find out and put it in the description box below. Okay, after showing all that cool stuff off, so I used all those cards in this reading. So the piles, go ahead, ruminate on them, decide by the trinket or decide by the pile number. If more than one pile resonates, watch another pile. Watch them all. See what resonates. And let me know down below in the comments what resonated and also what else you would like to see in this channel. We have pile 1 is the sparkle spider that goes on my wreath. That's on my mantle. We have the little felt pumpkin who also was featured in the Halloween Oracle deck video that I stole from my daughter. Another little one I used before, the little skeleton, he's pile 3. Borrowed that from my daughter. And then this it's a sticker, so don't stick. This little ghost sticker, and it came on the Halloween card from my friends who sent me those lovely little decks I just showed you. So pile 1 is spider, pile 2 is pumpkin, pile 3 is skeleton, and pile 4 is ghost. The timestamps are listed down below. Pick your pile, skip ahead. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. All of your, views and your likes and your sharing and your subscribing really helps this channel. And please also check me out on Instagram at AquamoonVisions. I post exclusive pick a card readings there as well, at least one, if not more, per week. And yeah, subscribe, stay tuned. I will see you all soon, and jump ahead to your pile. Bye. Hello everyone who picked group 1, the sparkly spider, who will go back on my Halloween wreath above my mantle after this. Like I said, I've upgraded my decorations as since the last time I did a reading with all of this stuff. Okay, let's get into it. What's going on with you, especially this weekend, with all of these transits going on? Also, again, this is timeless, so whenever you are watching this can totally apply. But we do have a lot, as I've said in the intro, we do have a lot going on with the moon, with Uranus, with all the retrograde planets. All right, first we got with our awesome Spirit Halloween Spooky Tarot deck, you got Judgment, which is Cerberus, the three-headed dog. Normally this card, so this is a major arcana card, very big overarching themes. What I've read in the past is that it represents Pluto, the planet, and the god of the underworld. For these cards, they have the astrological associations here. It says Gemini. I don't know. I'm going to go with Pluto. So any kind of like strong Plutonian elements in your chart. Maybe you're a Scorpio rising. It's lots of Scorpio. Maybe this will resonate. But if it doesn't, just take what does. Leave the rest. We have the Seven of Cups. Loch Ness Monster. This is the Scorpio card. And we have the Four of Cups. Another Cups card. This is the Ghoul in the graveyard. This is the Cancer. So we got Pluto, which is Scorpio. We got another Scorpio card, and we've got Cancer. So maybe those are in your chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Venus, Mars, or maybe they are, strong aspects of your chart or someone else who you are thinking of in this reading. All right, definitely because of these Cups cards, I'm getting that this has to do with a relationship. Cups are emotions or relationships. I think this is a personal relationship. I think that it's either romantic or it's familial or it's friend. I don't feel like this is work, but if that flows with you, take it. With the Judgment card here, especially because of what's going on with you right now, and if you're watching this, currently the Halloween weekend of October 2020, I feel like, because we've got the Uranus and lots of fiery planets in fiery Aries in planet Mars. Anyway, I feel like you're suddenly, for some reason, like looking at and judging this relationship or relationships. If it's relationships, like it's a small group of friends or small group of family, but it could be either, a partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, situationship, like I said, friends, family. You are suddenly taking a look at this relationship. You are judging it. You are seeing something feels different, right? And you're wondering why. So you're going introspectively, you're taking a look at it. However, this could be positive or negative. It doesn't have to be, I think so-and-so is talking about me, or my person is cheating on me. It could also be, wow, I just met this person, or I've known them for a little while, and all of a sudden you're feeling, oh my goodness, I think I have more feelings for them. Or say about a friend that, you weren't too sure about before. Maybe they'd done some things you weren't happy with, but they've really, all of a sudden something happened. Maybe you think they're showing their true colors, and they've done a 180, and you're thinking, well, maybe I can really trust this person. Maybe they are, best friend material. Anyway, you get the idea. So you're looking at things, you're judging this person, this relationship, and looking at it differently. Okay, so the Seven of Cups, this is Loch Ness Monster. Also, you could have some ties to Scotland. Maybe you're Scottish. Maybe you've wanted to travel to Scotland. Maybe you had to cancel a trip to Scotland this year. Anyway, just throwing that out there. This normally is the card with the person who's looking up in the sky, and there's the 7 cups in the clouds that are filled with different things, like a snake and a gold wreath, or wreath. So good things and bad things and things you don't know what they are. And there's, the clouds or fogginess. Cups are about emotions and relationships. And it's you feeling like, again, you're not sure not sure how you see this person or this relationship right now. Again, it could be good or bad. It just depends on how this applies to you. But it's you like reassessing and looking at all these different aspects of the person, of the relationship, and diving deep into your emotions pun intended, diving into the depths like Loch Ness, like Nessie in Loch Ness, to really, go inside yourself and think about how does this person, how do these people make you feel? How do they show up for you? Relationships have to be 50-50, but if you feel like, this relationship isn't serving you anymore, or if it's someone, who you've recently met or just known for a little while, totally surprising you, and all of a sudden you're thinking, oh my goodness, I may have like feelings for this person. They may be different than I initially thought that they were. So it's digging in the depths. It's, diving the depths. It's getting to the root of how you feel and how they, like, intuitively, like your intuition, how do they make you feel. Anyway, and then we have the Four of Cups, the Ghoul, the Cancer card. So normally right now this is Ghoul thing in hanging out in this graveyard. That's also, I guess it's being flooded with water. So again, we have water, we have emotions, trying to stay afloat, on their little rock. Normally this is that card with the person sitting under the tree with the Four Cups in front of them with, their arms and legs crossed, looking either indecisive or bored or indignant about the situation, about the cups being presented to them. So with this one, I do see that, I think this is a what not to do. I think this is, for me, intuitively, this is don't become this ghoul. Don't get too overwhelmed with the floodwaters of emotions. Think about it, feel it out, but don't let this consume you. Don't let this affect the relationship adversely. But do, decide, like, because I'm thinking about the original card when I'm thinking about this, what about this person or these people, that you say this group of friends, however it applies, what about them does fill your cup? And is it enough, right? But again, this all may have happened just suddenly. This just sudden, realization or possible change of mind, and you having to just stay stable and not get swept up in the craziness of, the full moon energy and the moon conjunct Uranus. And, I personally wouldn't make any sudden changes or movements this weekend. Don't be that surprised. Don't still come out of left field unless you absolutely think it'll go well. Like if you are planning on asking this person out or telling them how you feel, if you really, really think that this is what you have to do and that it will be taken well, then go for it. Otherwise, think things through, decide your plan of attack, like the ghoul does, decide your approach, and just, wait till this crazy energy passes. All right, then we have your oracle cards. So for the Halloween oracle, you got midnight, the most magical hour of all. For this one, I see, it's definitely it's always darkest before the dawn, that saying, and also the line from the Florence and the Machine song. With y'all, it's, if things aren't going well, I think this is kind of cut and dry. If things aren't going well, it's because this is right before the dawning of something new, right? And it's you just having to ride out this current energy. Or, and maybe it's not necessarily negative, but just this indecision or this uncertainty will pass. But you are just at the peak of it. You are just in the darkest period. And soon, especially if you, stay calm, cool, collected, figure out your feelings, figure out how you want to approach, what you want to say, then we'll approach the dawn and there will be light on the situation and everything will go well. Just chill out a little bit this weekend. Have fun. Be safe, All right. So for my collected memories divination deck, we got the thimble, and that is card, look at this, just so cute, looks so simple but so cute. Card number 23, so maybe that is means something to you. 2 + 3 is 5. Thimble. So that means protection. I think how this applies, and it's interesting, the thimble is also a vessel, just like a cup, so we could see it. It's another cup card. Protection. How I see it is you are 100%, you know, doing this. You're going through these motions. You're having these feelings because you're wanting to protect your heart and your emotions. So that is the, you know, I think that's the underlying main reason why this is going on. Something, you know, deep down pinged and kind of, you know, made you possibly change your mind about things out of the blue. So I definitely think that this is, it's for you. It's because you want to protect your heart ultimately, whether you realize it or not, intuitively. All right, so your major arcana cryptid is the Empress. Ooh, that's pretty. I think these are stickers, but I want to use them as cards. The Empress, which is the Flatwoods monster out of West Virginia. Let me double check. I've only, you know, I'm not as familiar with this one. Hold on, I pulled it up really quick. Wikipedia. The Flatwoods monster, also known as the Braxton County Monster or Phantom of Flatwoods, West Virginia. September 1952, following the appearance of a bright object crossing the night sky. Nearly 50 years later, investigators concluded that the light was a meteor and the creature was a barn owl perched in a tree with shadows, making it appear to be a large humanoid. No, it wasn't. It was the Flatwoods Monster alien. Anyway, so it scared some boys and a dog, and apparently it smelled really bad. There's actually a really good documentary on the Flatwoods Monster. I think it's definitely on Amazon Prime. But, you know, sometimes it's free and then sometimes you have to pay to rent it. But definitely, oh, and I forget the guy who made it, but really good filmmaker for these kind of cryptids around the United States. But, you know, support like filmmakers. Support the, I can't even talk now. You know what I mean. Support independent filmmakers. Anyway, the Flatwoods Monster was about 10 feet tall with a round, blood red face, a large pointed hood-like shape around the eye, eye-like shapes which emitted greenish-orange light, and a dark black or green body, had claw-like hands, and it looked like it was wearing a large skirt. So, pretty fun. The Empress, so concerning the card, I think that this means, you know, once you like figure out your feelings, staying in your power, just being really level mind, even though, you know, this does have to do with the heart, it's not letting yourself get overwhelmed with emotions. You will be like the Empress. You will just be calm and steady and abundant in like happiness and love and joy. And hopefully you won't scare small children and a dog. And you could be wearing a large skirt like the Empress or this guy, this thing. I just threw these in here for fun. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed that kind of silly Halloween reading. Please stay tuned to my channel. I'm working on more videos. Got some cool new decks I want to share. Please follow me on Instagram at Aqua Moon Visions. Like this video. It really does help the channel a lot. Subscribe. I do try to post a video about once a week. And share this with others. I thank you so much for watching. Bye. Hello everyone who picked pile 2, the little pumpkin, one of the other little charm things that I have borrowed from my daughter. If you guys saw the Halloween Oracle video, yeah, that's where I got my charms from. Anyway, today, well, thank you for tuning in, by the way, for pile 2. These are your cards. This is what I have for you for this weekend and, you know, beyond, especially if you're watching this and it's not the Halloween weekend of October 2020. I guess it'd be October, but you know what I mean. Halloween weekend 2020. This is a timeless reading. All right, first off, we have the High Priestess, so a major arcana. Also, y'all got 4 cards. I'll explain in a second. Don't tell the other groups because I think most of them are going to get 3. They're supposed to get 3, so shh, don't tell. You got the High Priestess. Now, the High Priestess is symbolized by the moon. The moon does also rule Taurus and Cancer, so maybe those signs apply to you, or someone you're thinking about. We got the Fool, another major arcana. The Fool, this says Aries, but it's not. The Fool has no association, no planetary association. It's like void of course. We got the Emperor, which is definitely the Aries card, that boss energy. And the card that just really, really wanted to come out, the Seven of Cups, Loch Ness Monster, the Scorpio card. Okay, so you got 4. This was the last card that came out. When I was shuffling, this card popped out, but I wasn't feeling it. All right, if when I shuffle for readings for people other than myself, I don't like to take cards that just stick out. I really like them to pop out, because then that's your energy, not mine, on the cards. I feel like if I pick them, it's my energy picking the cards. So sometimes cards will like kind of half fall out, or it just didn't feel, like it was your card. And this card did also pop up, and it popped up in pile 1. So I said, okay, you know what, Spirit? If they are meant to have this card, let it come up. And it like just popped out at the end with these 2. So, because I wanted 2 more, and I got, anyway, you were meant to have this Loch Ness Monster card. Interestingly enough, you will see why later as well. Okay, 3 major arcana, that's awesome. And then we have a Cups card. Cups are relationships and emotions. What I'm feeling with this, for you all, is a career, or like a journey, a path to change. I'm feeling like this, so I personally don't think that this has to do with, like a relationship or anything like that. I think it has to do with changing gears. I see you, like, this is the High Priestess. I see this as you, and you intuitively going towards something else that you're not doing right now. Maybe it is like divination or spiritual arts. I can relate to this. But it's definitely you wanting to go in a different direction, because it's something in your gut, not your logical brain that's telling you, things are changing, the world's different. Why not try something different, something that I've always wanted to do, or something that I've just found that I love, or that I'm really, that I'm really good at, that makes me happy. But it's something that you just intuitively are drawn to, and you want to explore. And so the Fool. The Fool, it's starting at 0. It's the first card in the deck. It's the first card in the major arcana. It's just going out there, it's not walking off a cliff, but it's like you can have a little bit of a plan, but it's also just going out into the wild blue yonder, and I really see this as a really good card to go with this. It's trusting your intuition and your instincts, and carefully, possibly like trying something new, whatever's calling to you. And I do feel like this has to do with like a job or a hobby or a way of living, maybe you're moving, Let me know how that resonates. Then we got the Emperor, the Sphinx, which is the Aries card. To me, this, and again, it's a major arcana, so it's big energy, overarching theme. Like this whole thing with these 3 cards, it's like, could be like, it's a lesson, it's a karmic lesson it's something for your destiny, doing a 180, changing things up. This is taking the reins. This is being that Emperor energy, that Aries, in a good way, thinking about yourself first and going for it, just going full speed ahead. And I really see this as, so again, this paired with these 2, it's just even, a better omen. Just, yeah, great. I can't even express, I'm trying to find the words that I want to use. But my blabbering Pisces rising and my Chiron and Gemini. Anyway, if you know what I'm talking about. Really, really fortuitous. Just go for it, full force, go with that boss energy. And really own it. That's the thing, is don't be, what this is also telling me real quick is, it's don't hesitate. Don't have any fears. Don't have hesitation. Again, you know, you need to be judicious in your plans a bit, especially if it's a huge deal or if it has to do with money or, you know, how you'll make money, but, or if it costs money. But it's really just grabbing life by the cojones, you know? All right, so the Seven of Cups. So why it came out with this. Now, it's about emotions. It's also about relationships, but for the last group, this dealt with a relationship. And if this reading resonates, maybe go back and watch group 1. Maybe there's something in there for you because of the Nessie and all the Scorpio imagery in that one. But this one is about like diving in the depths of your emotions, pun intended. Get it? Because Loch Ness, deep. So I think this one is, it's about that, to really figure out, like, you know, if you're not quite sure about it, if you don't have like enough like that fire energy to say like, yes, I'm going to do this, but it's something you know you love and you want to do, is diving in the depths, thinking about it, thinking about how it makes you feel, feeling it out. And it's also not getting stuck in anxiety or worry about it. This card normally in the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot is the one where the person is looking up at the clouds and there are all the different cups in the clouds, and they're each filled with different things, some good things, some bad things, some things that you can't even tell what they are. But I think to me it's saying don't get too lost in details, because then it's going to stress you out and it's going to cause lack of confidence. So it's just, you know what you need to know to go where you need to go, and don't get too wrapped up in the how do I get there, how is this going to look in a year, because I don't, like, again, like the Emperor, I mean, yeah, he's, you know, got a good head on his shoulders, but think about Aries. Aries doesn't want to think about what's this going to look like in a year. Aries just says, I want this now, go for it. But I really feel like it's a really great opportunity. And normally I'm pretty cautious myself, but with this, I'm just feeling really, really good about it. You know, this is a yes, 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 yes. Okay, anyway, Halloween Oracle, you got Hearth. So for this one, you know, it has to do with home and family. I think for you, for this one, it's what feels like home. And it doesn't mean just like a home or if you're thinking about moving, but what feels good, what makes you all warm and fuzzy inside. You know, whatever you're thinking, what you're thinking about doing doesn't make you feel warm and fuzzy inside. And this feels good. This feels comforting, right? That's what's having that feeling is gonna let you know that yes, this is it. If you don't have that feeling, then, well, if maybe you're overthinking it, but if you don't have that feeling, then maybe it's not it. That's not the option. But whatever this is that you are intuitively drawn to, that feels good, that feels warm, that feels comforting, that feels like home. Okay, for the collected memories divination deck, we got the B, number 10. Also breaks down to a 1. Ones, new beginnings. So, and also 10s are like the final, in tarot, it's like the culmination, the final wrap up, the final card in the suit. So for this one, so normally you have like the B, it's like, you know, it's worker, it's sometimes overworked. I mean, maybe they're into that. I think they like that. I'm not sure. But that's all they know. And I think with this one is, I feel like, no, I could say, oh, it's going to take some work, but I'm not feeling like that. I'm feeling like with this one, it's not going to feel like work. Whatever this is, if it is a job, if it is like a career or a hobby, it shouldn't feel like work. You should feel like one of those bees that's just off doing its own thing, you know, just collecting, what do they collect? Pollen? Is that what they do? I forgot. They collect pollen to make honey, but just doing their thing. You're not one of the worker bees in the nest. You are out there floating in the flowers, chasing your dreams, following your dreams. I don't feel like this is overworked. Or if you're overworked in what you're doing now and you're not happy and this is why you're having this change of heart, change of mind, then this is you, and this is why you need to go towards what you love, what you want, what makes you feel good. All right, lastly, we have, we got a short major arcana set of cryptid creatures as the major arcana. And you all got Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster, the Magician. So the Magician is the technical, well, it's card number 1 in the major arcana in the tarot. The Fool is the first card, but it's card 0. So this is card 1. And this is, you have everything at your fingertips to manifest what you want, the life of your dreams. This is, this is such a great card, especially to go with this and to really, to have it pair with this one. Like these are 2 different decks, 2 different makers, and you got 2 Loch Ness monsters. Maybe this is your spirit animal. Think about that, all right? Still waters run deep, Anyway, you have what it takes to make this happen, and just listen to your intuition. Go for what makes you feel good. Anyway, this reading was so easy because I really, I feel all of them, but I feel like this one was really cut and dry, and I just get a lot of strong energies with this one. So I really hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know how it resonated below in the comments. Please give this video a like. It helps the channel. Subscribe, and please share it with anyone you think might enjoy it. Share it on your social media. Find me, follow me here and on Instagram at Aquamoon Visions. I try to do a video about once a week, and I also do exclusive posts and pick a card readings just to Instagram. So I thank you so much for watching this, and have a great and safe Halloween weekend if that is what time it is for you. If not, have a great life. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hello, group 3, everyone who picked the cute little skeleton. Yet another charm that I borrowed from my daughter. You will have noticed him from my Halloween Oracle deck video that I did a few weeks ago. Check that out if you haven't seen it. It's really cute. All right, here's what we have for you today. The Spirit Halloween Spooky Tarot cards. We have the Page of Cups, the Satyr. So in mythological legends, he was a half goat, half man, played the flute. Also, if you've ever heard of Pan, the god Pan of mischief and wine and revelry. So this card has it as a Cancer Cancer card. I actually think, I've read before that it was Pisces and Aquarius. So let's just go with water signs and Aquarius. If that resonates for you, if that's heavy in your chart, if you have those placements, maybe this will resonate. 10 of Pentacles, the Minotaur from the Greek myths, the Minotaur or Minotaur, I say Minotaur, and the Maze. Fun story. I don't have time to go into it, but look it up sometime. Interesting. This one, so the 10 of Pentacles is a Virgo card. And yeah, Virgo. And we have the Ace of Pentacles, the Mandragora, which is also the Mandrake root, which is also in Harry Potter. It's that root, in the herbology where they pull it up and it screams. I don't think it screams in real life, but it is very toxic. It is very poisonous. But this is the Ace of Pentacles, but it's a good card. And this represents earth signs. So we have Cancer, Pisces, Aquarius, Virgo, and then Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in here. Lots of earth with a little bit of water, maybe a little bit of air in there if that applies to you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Venus, Mars. But anyway, let's get on with the reading. So, Page of Cups. I see you as the satyr, the Pan. I do feel like this reading has to do with you and very likely finances. Possibly career, but job in terms of the money you make, or just money like savings. So you're having a good time. You've been doing hopefully pretty well, at least decent this past year. But lately, maybe it's been a bit of like overindulgence in some way, or not doing enough, or not thinking about the future enough. I know, when I'm recording this, things aren't the greatest in the world right now, but you still have to keep keeping on. There's nothing wrong with like taking time out for yourself and having self-care, being a little lazy, but I think with this, and this applies to you, what this is saying is okay, it's time to like get back on the horse, get back on the plan, especially like financially, especially with your goals, careers, maybe your things that you put aside, even projects that you put aside because you felt like things weren't going anywhere lately. Maybe you're in a bit of a funk. So, you know, you can still have fun, but it's time to buck up, get on that horse, get on this Minotaur. So you need to be the Minotaur. What you're basically working toward is the Ten of Pentacles. So like having it all, and you can. And this is, you need to keep your goals in sight. Again, you need to get your dreams and your goals in sight, especially in terms of finances and the long term. Like thinking about long term, thinking about, you know, having that Ten of Pentacles, not necessarily having like a ton of money in a big house or anything, but just getting where you want to be financially, or at least with, in terms of like work or things you're working on that, you know, ultimately fulfill you and you feel good about doing, and you can show for your, you know, having things to show for your work, not just like money or money in your bank, but things, and like, look at this, look what I did, look at this project I did, look what I achieved, look what I accomplished, right? So getting back to towards this is Ten of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles, I see it as, if you do this, then you will have this. You will have a poisonous plant. No, I have no clue why they put some of these images. I think they had like rando ones of like, let's just stick this poisonous toxic root on the Ace of Pentacles, because aces are new beginnings. They're really, it's really, really fortuitous. This is a fantastic card to get, especially, you know, paired with this Ten of Pentacles. So it's maybe like by you getting back on that horse, like receiving an opportunity that, you know, gives you like great money, or it's something you really enjoy doing and you feel passionate about something again, you know, with whatever you're doing. Again, work, career, passion projects, side hustle, just something that fulfills you and that you will have things to show for it, for your work, right? So just really, really, really good, really fortuitous. It's just, you know, time to get back on it. You need to like have your goals in sight, your long-term goals. And, you know, by putting in the work, and soon you will receive opportunity. You will see the abundance that you seek, or maybe abundance, you know, from out of the blue. But anyway, hard work and persistence and perseverance and passion will beget great things. Okay, so your Halloween Oracle, zombie control. So where in your life do you feel like maybe you don't have control? Or maybe you've lost control. Do you know what I mean? Like you need to, I see it as, where in your life did you let go of control that you need to like get a grip on again? Like the zombie hand reaching up. And again, I think it's this. It is this getting back to what you're passionate about, what, you know, what you enjoy doing that will bring you, be it money, abundance, you know, things to show for your work. You know, get what will have you excited about getting up in the day and working on, and then enjoying the fruits of your labor, right? So take control back that you've let go of. All right, the Collected Memories Divination deck. You got the Lantern. So this is number 51. Breaks down to 6. So intrepid is the word that goes with it. But I see this as, okay, so I see it as kind of like the Lantern with the Hermit Major Arcana tarot card. And this is something that you need to work on by yourself. This is like you have it, like you have this energy, this power in you, but no one else can do this for you. This is you. You have to take back that control. You have to definitely self-motivate. You need to like light that lantern, follow it, you know, laser focus, get back to it. No one else can do it for you. Cut and dry. Take it or leave it. All right, so your Major Arcana Cryptid holographic card, you got Judgment, which is also the Skinwalker. So Judgment, it's usually that angel person with the trumpet in the sky, and there's like people coming out of the graves. So for this one, I do feel like it's time to so the Judgment card is about an awakening, among other meanings, but I really feel like this is a reawakening of you. And again, that passion, like you need to wake yourself up from the dead. You need to blow that trumpet, get control, light that lantern, and get to it. Like I said, get back on that horse. You'll have so much fulfillment, really, like even just personal, even just inside at the end of the day, feeling so good about being productive and enjoying what you do. Because it better be something that you enjoy doing, because otherwise, why do it? Anyway, and then the Skinwalker, if you're not familiar, it's really creepy. I think there's like a movie a couple of years ago that came out called Skinwalker. There's also a documentary called Skinwalker Ranch, which I highly recommend, and I won't give any spoilers. It's should be on Amazon Prime. So the Skinwalker is a Native American, I don't want to say myth, because there's a lot of, supposedly true stories about skinwalkers. People or like medicine men, and forgive me if I'm butchering this story, who dress in animal hides and can end up, gaining magical powers because of doing bad things. And then they can, transform into different animals and different beings and things. Basically, I'm just going to go with the Judgment meaning, but I'm just letting you know this is what a Skinwalker is, because we got to keep it creepy, because it's Halloween. Anyway, enough of my rambling, as usual. Thank you so much for watching. Please like this video. It really helps the channel. Subscribe, share with friends, share on your social media. I would really, really appreciate it. Follow me on Instagram at AquamoonVisions, and stay tuned for another video. I'll see y'all later. Bye. Hello, everyone who picked pile 4, the little ghosty sticker that I don't want to stay stuck on this card. The little ghosty. You might be able to see the little numbers. This came on a Halloween card from my friends who sent me the new Divination deck, Collected Memories, and the Cryptid Tarot I'll use later as oracle cards. So cute little ghosty. Okay, let's get into it. I have the King of Cups, the orc. I think they were in Lord of the Rings movies. Let me know down in the comments. This is represented by Scorpio and Libra. Maybe you have those elements in your chart, or it might pertain to someone this reading has to do with for you. The King of Pentacles reversed. It is the leprechaun from the movie, this horror movie, The Leprechaun, the series, represented by Aries and Taurus. Interestingly enough, and so we have this in the reverse, interestingly enough, when I was shuffling for you all, I kept thinking in my head that line. I think it's Mike Myers, and I think it's from So I Married an Axe Murderer, when he's trying to be scary and he has the flashlight under his chin and he's like, "I'm the leprechaun." I think I'm probably dating myself with that reference, but it's so funny. And then this one pops up. I don't talk about it often, but there are not many times. There are a fair amount of times where I will see or get some kind of vision about the cards before they pop up, like not auditory, but auditory in my head, or like a vision of something pertaining on the cards. So this was interesting. I got that quote, the leprechaun, and then we got the leprechaun. Anyway, so it was meant to be. The High Priestess, which is a major arcana card. This is a card that is, it has Taurus on here, but this card represents the moon, but the moon does rule Taurus and Cancer. So if you have Libra, Scorpio, Aries, Taurus, or Cancer, this, may apply to you, but listen on, take what resonates, leave the rest. Okay, for this one, I was really trying to break it down, and I really feel like there are two camps here. So, first scenario is you are dealing with two different people. These kings, in the, traditionally in the tarot, the court cards, the page knights, queens, and kings can represent actual people in your life. So for scenario 1, this King of Cups is someone in your life who is a really good influence, really calm and intuitive, and thinks with their heart and their head, has a really a balanced sense of like intellect and emotions, and also like understanding and feeling, like can do all of those things. Isn't just like the King of Swords who is all logic, but definitely is very nurturing and very fair and very balanced, and it could be someone that definitely is helping you or is going to be in your life helping you with some sort of situation, just like calming emotions, like and it may have to do, this may be like it could be a romantic relationship, I'm not sure, be a romantic relationship or just platonic, just friends, some kind of mentor who is either in your life or will be in your life. Now, I mean, typically this means like an older male, so what is it, like 35 or 40 and older. Oh no, I'm sorry, 55 or 60 and older. Could apply to that, but just take it how it resonates. So this is someone in your life that, and maybe you're not recognizing them, but you should, like, this is the person that, and it doesn't have to be a male. This is the person that is really great to turn to when you're having those, tough times in many aspects of your life, and then you just need some really good, clear guidance, clear intuitive guidance. All right, so the King of Pentacles reversed, if this is situation 1, this is the person that you need to not listen to. There's someone in your life or might come into your life soon who is, look at that smile, maybe a little devious. Definitely has maybe control issues, maybe manipulative, and just not a very good influence. Could also be like spending your money, or trying to tell you, go out and spend the money you don't have, be wasteful, be frivolous. But this is just, kind of like just low vibrational, just not grounded, not a great influence. And I think it's that, if you're going through a situation, it's not that you need to like purge this person unless they're absolutely terrible. But as I said with some of the other piles, you might want to listen to pile 1 or 2 if one of those resonated for you as well. But it's going into like the depths in your heart and really figuring out, what does this person do for you? I mean, do they enhance your life in any way, or do they just take? Are they burdensome? And sometimes it's okay to like walk away from friendships, walk away from family members, things, people that aren't serving you. It's not selfish to want to be treated nicely. It's not selfish to want to feel good after you've been with someone. It's not selfish to want to have someone make you feel good. You know what I mean? There are those people where you can hang out with them and you feel like you're on cloud 9, you feel like $1 million bucks, and they have great energy, which I do see as this person. But then there are those people where you just, I don't know, you could feel icky or just drained of energy. They could be an energy vampire, but that you might need to distance yourself from. Okay, definitely don't take their advice, especially about money. So the High Priestess, this is kind of what I was just saying. It's digging deep. Use your intuition in terms of, like the people in your life that you may need to purge, or that you need to step back from, and then people in your life that you maybe need to highlight that are good influences, that do make you feel good, that do fill your cup, that do give you the warm fuzzies, just that really lift you up, that that fan your flame. That's also another good like video to look up, that Will Smith one that went viral a couple years ago, and forgive me, if I remember it, I'll put it in the description, but about going for people and staying with people that fan your flames, your passions, your desires, your life, your essence. It was really, really motivational. I need to read it again. And anyway, it really resonated with me, even though I can't remember all the details. But it's just using your intuition, and it's that gut instinct. Who makes you feel good? Who does not? And maybe this isn't 2 particular people, but it's people in general in your life. And so I know it's not like super deep, but that's just what I'm getting with that. So that's scenario 1. Scenario 2, and hold on, scenario 1, if that did resonate, I've got oracle cards for you. Scenario 2, these are aspects of yourself. So you may be this person who is like grounded and intuitive and giving and loving, and you can balance your understanding and your feelings and your intellect and your emotions, but that in other aspects you're like neglecting yourself in some way. Either maybe you're giving too much, or you're focusing so much on others that you're not putting in time and effort in yourself and maybe your passions, your work. Maybe you're putting aside things that you love to do or that you do to make money because you're giving too much to others. So it's having a balance of being, think about being this, but it's being both of these, the good sides, the good aspects together, just being balanced, thinking with your emotions, but not letting them get the best of you, but also just not letting yourself be manipulated, or not manipulating others for your own gain, but just being really steadfast and really grounded. And being that person, but still being that person that people go to talk to and to get guidance from. I see that some of you may be that person in people's lives. You're just, you always have somebody that's that friend or that family member that everyone goes to. But really try to, stay balanced, stay focused. Don't let others manipulate you. Don't become manipulated. And just, stay in your power. And then also, but kind of the same thing with this one is, it's using that inner knowing, that insight, those gut feelings of, is this the right thing? Does this make me happy? Do I help in making others happy? Because relationships are 50-50. It's not all about you, and it's not all about overgiving either. But just really, it's so interesting with all of these, because this is like, you're kind of like psychic and intuition. This is your, being stable and grounded and kind of using your head. And this is that, emotional aspect. And like I said, it's also blended with being balanced in, feeling versus intellect, but head, heart, intuition. So like a really good mix of these. This is what you need to strive for if you are scenario number 2. I hope that resonated. I'm feeling strongly about that. Okay, so your Halloween oracle, trick or treat, mischief and play. Okay, if you are scenario 1, who treats you and who tricks you? who are the people that like trick you into doing things you don't want to do, spending that money you don't want to spend? Who are the people that treat you? Who are the people that treat your soul, make you feel good? And scenario 2, basically you need to, I don't know. With this one, I was trying to relate this one. So with the trick or treat, if you are trying to be a balance of these, it's just, again, I think it's not manipulating, not trick or being tricked, not being manipulated, not manipulating. But it's also just, the treat part is learning how to take care of yourself. Again, you don't want to overextend yourself too much and give too much to others, right? So, yeah, I like that. And then your collected memories. Divination is pressed leaf. And the little guidebook just says memories. And that's exactly what I figured it was before looking up the guidebook. When you have a flower or a leaf you want to preserve forever because it makes you think of a happy time, and you press it in a book. And I think what this one is especially if you're thinking of these as actual people, the kings, it's who, like in terms of the whole who fans your flames, who gives you better memories, who has given you better memories, or who will give you better memories, and whose like presence or memories do you wish you could kind of forget. That should really weed out like who's who, and who you need to maybe purge, and who you need to hold on to and really form deeper relationships with. And in terms of yourself, just again, yeah, I think it's the same thing. Again, like not being used or manipulated and not doing that to others. And it's just, you know, looking back, thinking about situations that made you feel good, where you did good or someone did good for you, or vice versa, where you don't feel like you've been treated well and you took it, you were manipulated, or, you know, adversely, you were the person manipulating, and how maybe that very likely was not nice manipulation, wasn't good manipulation, and how that ultimately makes you feel now, because you don't want to feel like that and you don't want to make others feel like that. Okay, the what is it? I look at the picture of this next card and I'm losing it a little bit, because I was getting all serious and then I see this picture and I'm like, oh my gosh. So major arcana of cryptids, you got the Chariot, which is the alien. Beam me up. And so this one is definitely finding your path. It's finding your path to your, not only like your happiness and your highest and greatest good, but like being very self-confident in finding that path and in who you bring along with you in that, you know, on that path to your future and to, you know, the life that you want to live, the life that you envision for yourself. And then also what traits of yours to take with you and what traits of yours to leave behind. The ones I already, you know, aforementioned. Yeah, let me know how that resonates. I definitely think like scenario 1 is for some of you and scenario 2 is for others, or it could be a mix of both. And I also, I would say maybe listen, like if pile 1 or 2 resonated, like take a look at those, especially pile 1, or just watch all of them. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a like. It really helps the channel. Share this, share it on your social media. That helps as well. Subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at aquamoonvisions, and keep an eye out for my next videos. I will see you guys soon. Bye. Happy Halloween.